Dear participants of today's launch event of the Global Center for Sustainable Digital Finance, I send you greetings from Bonn, Germany. I'm sure that you are having a truly interesting and inspiring morning in Stanford. My name is Ingrid Gabriela Hofen. I'm member of the Management Board of Deutsche Gesellschaft für internationale Zusammenarbeit, or in short, GIZ. GIZ is a German government-owned enterprise for international cooperation. For our clients and commissioning parties, we are working with our partners on 1,600 projects in about 120 countries. Sustainability is the principle that guides our actions. Every day of our 24,000 staff members worldwide strive to work for social responsibility, ecological balance and economic capability. We are implementing projects to give you some examples to support refugees communities, to protect biodiversity, to work for combating the climate crisis, or to support our partner countries in the transition towards a greener and more sustainable economy. Please let me share 3 observations that we make in our daily work across the globe. First, there is a huge financing gap for achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. Estimations vary, but for instance, the OECD estimates that there is a financing gap of a whopping $3.9 trillion. In other words, 3.9 thousand billion to achieve the SDGs in developing countries. The COVID-19 crisis has dramatically deepened this gap. It is inevitable that we find innovative financing mechanisms to fill this void. And we believe this is possible. To put things in perspective, the SDG financing gap amounts to less than 1% of global finance. Second, we observe that our societies in developing countries and high-income countries alike are confronted with 2 megatrends: the need for sustainability and the digitalization of how our economies and societies work. We call this the twin transition. For instance, every day when we open a newspaper, we read about wildfires or unprecedented heat waves, a consequence of climate crisis. There is a broad consensus internationally that we urgently need to work towards sustainability across all its 3 dimensions: ecological sustainability, economic sustainability, and social sustainability. And every day when we open the newspaper, we read about how technology changes the way we work, we consume, we communicate, and we live, with entirely new opportunities, but with entirely new challenges for policymakers as well. Digital finance is all at the very heart of this digital transformation. For instance, every big tech company offers by today its own digital payment services. Third, interestingly, developing countries are often more advanced, both when it comes to the adoption of digital finance and their linking digital finance with sustainability aspects. For example, more than 2/3 of global mobile money transfers are taking place in Africa. The cryptocurrency user rate per capita is higher in Nigeria than in the US. And we see that more and more often digital finance is an enabler for services that contribute to sustainability. For instance, startups in India allow consumers in rural regions to pay with their smartphones for solar energy. The Kenyan mobile money giant M-Pesa is expanding into areas such as healthcare or green energy. And to give an example of our project landscape, we support the Central Bank of Jordan to use innovative digital solutions for the financial inclusion of refugees, women, and migrant workers in Jordan. Many of our partner countries are exploring the opportunities of digital finance for good financial governance and the domestic mobilization of resources for development. But not all of this is rosy. Digital finance can also pose risk for sustainable development. For example, when it comes to illicit financial flows, such as money laundering, financing of terrorism, or tax evasion, or when it comes to the misuse of data and surveillance. We need much more dialogue and insight here. Let me come back to the reasons why we are here today. The launch of the Global Center for Sustainable Digital Finance. We believe that this is an excellent initiative, which could not be timelier. The Global Center will work on all of the 3 points I have been mentioning. You will provide tremendous value added, both to science but also to policymakers and development practitioners such as us. Your research and large-scale data sets, your expert and multi-stakeholder dialogues, and your policy advice will be of high relevance in managing the twin transition towards a more sustainable future. We believe that the Global Center will be an international knowledge hub when it comes to the nexus of sustainability and digital finance, with innovative tools and approaches for impact. And we are proud to partner up with you. I wish you all the best for today. Have good discussions at Stanford University and have a great day. Thank you.
The financial sector faces a twin transformation of sustainability and digitalization. Digitalization is important because it has to collect data so that we can take rational financial decisions for investing or maybe divesting. 362 startups have come up with new ideas in the area of artificial intelligence and blockchain to foster this transformation. The new Global Center for Sustainability and Digital Finance, which is a collaboration between the FinTech Center from the University of Zurich and the Center for Sustainable Development and Global Competitiveness from Stanford University, this collaboration will generate new research, innovations and new education which will make this transformation happen.